One flight can cost less than your monthly phone bill. A Singapore suite seat can turn points into a private room in the sky. By the end of this video, you will know exactly how to turn points into first-class flights. You will also know which transfer partners provide the best seats. And you will know the traps that quietly wipe out your value. Welcome to CreditVault, where we break down the credit card truth found in the fine print. The strategy is simple. Earn flexible bank points, then move them into airline programs where premium cabins hide behind fixed award charts. This works because cash pricing and award pricing don't move together. While cash prices spike dynamically, award seats stay fixed, creating immense value. The Points Guy values Chase Ultimate Rewards at about 2.05 cents each. American Express membership rewards sits near 2 cents each for travel. If you redeem below that range, you are settling. If you redeem above it, you are turning a standard credit card reward into a high-yield financial arbitrage. Singapore Airlines Suites is the first major example. A one-way Suites ticket from Singapore to London requires about 148,000 miles. Those miles can come from American Express, Capital One, Chase, or Citi thank you rewards. Cash prices for that cabin often land in the several $1,000s range. Lufthansa First Class is another standout, especially close to departure. Avianca LifeMiles can book it for about 87,000 miles. Taxes and fees are often around $60, which is a tiny price for a cabin that can cost thousands in cash. ANA First Class has a reputation that borders on legendary. Virgin Atlantic Flying Club can book ANA First Class for about 115,000 points round trip. From Hawaii, the price can fall to an algorithmic anomaly of 57,500 points one way. Qatar Airways Qsuite deserves a place in this conversation, even though it is business class. British Airways Avios can book Qsuite from the United States to Doha for about 70,000 points. Since cash bears can run from $4,000 to $8,000, your Avios can return 5 to 7 cents per point. Emirates is another useful example. A one-way business class flight from New York to Milan can cost about 87,000 Skywards points. It shows how flexible points consistently provide premium, inaccessible cabins across different global alliances. When you compare these redemptions side by side, the pattern is obvious. Flexible points are a dynamic currency. When you move them with intent, you bypass standard consumer travel and reach luxury. The math is where the strategy becomes real. If a flight costs $5,000 and you redeem 100,000 points, your value is 5 cents per point. That blows past the usual travel valuation of around 2 cents per point. Upgraded Points estimates that premium international redemptions can return $3,000 to $9,500 in value. That is the difference between sitting in economy and closing the door on a suite. Most major bank programs move at a 1-to-1 ratio. This keeps your capital liquid until the exact moment a high-yield seat becomes available. You are not locked into one airline before you know the route. The process starts with a strict protocol. First, decide where you want to go. Second, identify the airline program that prices that route best. Third, confirm which bank program can transfer to that airline. Fourth, search for award space. Fifth, transfer only after you see the seat. Sixth, book immediately. This order matters because transfers are usually one way. Once weave the bank program, getting them back is rare. The search step is where most people lose patience. Singapore awards are found through KrisFlyer, while Lufthansa First Class appears through LifeMiles or Aeroplan. Each program has its own calendar, its own rules, and its own limits. Timing matters because miles devalue. Airline miles lose about 15% of their value each year on average. That pace can outstrip standard inflation. A balance that looks strong last year may buy less today. You must also watch for technical traps. Some programs add fuel surcharges that destroy the value. Some transfers post instantly, while others take days, which can cost you the seat. Because the system constantly devalues, hoarding a significant point balance is a mathematically dangerous strategy. Premium redemptions reward action. A point stash is not a trophy, it is a tool. Avoid the emotional trap of chasing prestige over value. If the taxes are huge or the routing is awkward, the trip loses its financial appeal. A strong redemption should beat the cash option by a wide margin. Think of a traveler who finds Lufthansa First Class through Air Canada Aeroplan. They move 100,000 Chase points. They pay $60 in taxes. They did not just buy a ticket, they turned a bank balance into a premium experience. Or the traveler who books Singapore Suites by transferring points into KrisFlyer. That only works because the points were flexible first. Flexibility is the real asset. The biggest mistakes are emotional. People transfer before checking space, ignore partner charts, or let balances sit while devaluation eats away their value. Points are meant to move. Flexible points yield the highest returns when used for rare assets that cash buyers envy. Share this with someone who needs the math. Drop a comment below telling me which first-class route you want to book with points. Hit the like button and subscribe to CreditVault. Next time, we master the Chase 524 rule to access